Hello and welcome to This Board Game Life. My name is Mark, and today I'm here to do a review of Flamecraft Duels. This was released in 2025 by Cardboard Alchemy. It's designed by Manny Vega, and the art is done by Sandera Tang. It's a 1 to 2 player game, plays in about 30 to 45 minutes, and it's available for ages 10 and up. All right. Now, before I get into it, if you'd be so kind, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you'll never miss any new content. And bear with me if anything looks weird or strange. I'm on a whole new system, and I've been on a PC for well over 30 years, and I've made I'm trying something new. I got myself a Mac as my machine I was using to record all of the YouTube videos and everything was causing me a lot of problems, and I decided it was time to try something different. I'm giving the Mac a shot. So there's been a lot of growing pains with it, but I like it. I do like it. There's a lot I love about the Mac. But anyways, you're not here to hear PC versus Mac. There's, none of that. So, but just bear with me. You're going to see some things look different. Possibly audio might sound different. I will check this video out before I post it. Hopefully it sounds good. Camera is going to be a little different. But anyways, let's just see how this goes. Hopefully everything's working properly. And again, I'm just gonna do a review of Flamecraft Duels. This is a really cool game. So just to give you an overview of this game, ever wonder what the dragons of Flamecraft do on their lunch break? They play Flamecraft Duels, of course. Set in the world of Flamecraft, Duels is a 2-player, travel-friendly game of pattern making and quick puzzly fun. You will meet the artisan dragons again with new powers, and this time the challenge is to get your dragons in a row. As you draw dragons, you might get lucky and come across a rare, dual-colored high dragon with double the artisanal skills. As you play, the board will fill up with adorable dragons, stacking and soaring across the table, and you will work to fire up their abilities, make matches, and complete shop cards. Flamecraft Duels is a 2-player, abstract, pattern-building game that takes about 30 minutes to play. Each round, a player draws a dragon from the bag and places it on the shared central board. Every dragon type has a special ability that can be fired up to draw more dragons or rearrange those already on your board. You want to match 3 dragons on the board to the pattern on the shop card in your hand to score them. Once all the dragons are drawn from the bag, the game ends. The player with the highest score wins. Basically, a real quick rundown on this is you're going to take turns playing dragon tokens that you pull from a bag, and you try to score your shop cards until the bag is empty or the shop runs out of cards. I mean, that's it. So on your turn, you're going to pull a dragon token from the bag without looking, decide where to place your token, and then fire up that dragon ability. If you wish to fire that ability, and score points for shop cards if you can on your turn. And that's it. They're real quick. My boys are playing in the background here. It's a really quick game, and it is I'll talk more about that, but let's talk about the components. So first of all, this is a small box. This is a very unique box, and I'm actually going to switch cameras here because I want to go through the components, tell you what's in this box, and kind of talk about this because this is kind of the talk of the town. All right. Okay. So as you can see, there's the front of it, and it's just, I got big meaty mitts, but it's about the size of my hand. That's the back artwork. There is when you buy it, there is a sleeve that or a piece of paper that sits here showing you contents and everything. This is a metal clasp that opens the box, and there's your game board right there. That's where you play. You're might be going, well, where are all the components? So this is your main board right here, but you lift up this side of the main board, and we have the rule book, we have the dragon bag, and then I'll show you what's in there. So here's what you actually get on the back. I don't know why I kept it, but this was originally on the back, so it does show you. If you're in the store looking at it, this is what you'll see on the back, so you can kind of see what the components that come in the game. But you do get a rule book. Very nice, very colorful, very easy to read. There's a lot of examples. Again, there's very little to do in the game outside of making your decisions. So they've got a fancy mode. You have a solo mode. There's this playing with the fountain. There's a solo mode on the back. So this is a very nice dragon bag. It's like brown and green, which is cool. I mean, this is a high quality, super nice. So I'm going to show you. You can hear all that. Acrylic tokens. But here's a look at just some of the tokens that are in there. I mean, they're dual sided. There's some that are even double ability. So like this one here, you've got the green or either the meat dragon or I forgot what the green one's called. I know the meat dragon, but you can do either one of those two abilities if you pull that one out. So there are some that have just, the bread dragon lets you do the bread ability. This lets you do the leaf or the meat. So there's several of those in there as well. And so the other side, you flip this side up, and we have 6 metal coins. Each player will start with 3 of these, and these are like super nice, really nice coins. So there's those. You do get like a fancy dragon token. This is for, I think, the fancy mode. Let me take it out of the bag. You use this. I haven't played with this one yet, but it's the fancy dragon one. So this, you can play with that. There is, like I mentioned, the water fountain miniature, the fountain miniature. Pretty cool looking dragon. I haven't played this mode yet, but that's another mode where you put this on the board. All right. And you've got all your cards. So this is the bulk of it here. You need these. So you're going to get, and these are very slippery. So these are like PVC or something. These are not, they are very slick. So I like PVC cards because they kind of stand up, but they can be difficult to hold. But good thing is you don't hold these in your hand. You actually get these 2 really nice card holders, and if you look, they're actually engraved, like wood maybe not engraved, but almost like etched in or burned in on there, and they're different, so you can see both sides. So I think it's the let's see, the town. I think that town is the same on both, but I believe the dragons are different. Yeah, see, there's different. The dragons are different, so each of the holders. But you're going to have 2 cards, and they just sit in the holders. So you can put. Now, I guess I could put this as a con. These are beautiful, but They can fall over pretty easy when you're playing. For some reason, I almost wish there was like a little bit of a lip just to kind of keep them standing up a little bit, but it's super minor. But anyways, I'm going to show you just kind of, so like here's one of the shop cards, right? What you're trying to do is, it's basically you need to get 2 meat dragons and an anvil dragon together in a straight line on the board on this playing board here. So you just need to line them up some way, and it can be like they're here, or it can be this way, or it can be this way, or it can be this way, as long as they're in that orient or in that way. So and then also one thing you can do, so that's the shop cards. Then here's some fountain cards. Looks like it's going to be a little harder. You got to get like 4 in a row. And these are the points you'll score. So outside of the artwork, what you're looking at is what you need in the row and then how many points you score for that. So again, like getting these 3 in a row, you're going to get 2 points. Most of the cards are 2. There are some that are 3. Most of them are in a line, but there are some that you need to get like in a triangle shape. So you have to have them, you know, in that format on your board. So, all right. Then we have the fancy dragons. So there's these cards as well for the fancy mode. So I haven't played with these. With these, will look like they give you, if you have Trinity, each player begins with 3 shop cards. At the end of each player's turn, they draw until they have 3 shop cards. So that gives you more cards. And here, move a dragon on the board to any other space. So there's just all these different things that these little fancy dragons will do. So add some variety as well into the game that way. Here's a solo mode reference card. And then you've got these, one for each player. So these will tell you exactly the turn sequence. So again, you're going to play it. You're going to play a dragon. So you're going to play a dragon. Well, what's that mean? Well, you're going to pull a dragon from the bag. You're going to place that on the board, and then you're going to fire that dragon ability. Then you will score your shop cards, and that's the end of your turn. At the end of the turn, you draw more shop cards. If you've turned in for points, then you will draw till you have 2. You can have a max of 3 dragons on any space, so you can stack them up on top of each other on a max of 3. And you may spend your coins. You can spend a coin once per turn before you end your turn. And then that allows you to, I'm trying to remember, I think you can turn your shop cards in. So if you got shop cards that are just like, I'm not going to get these, you can spend a coin to basically get rid of those and draw more shop cards. And then at the end of the game, when you pull the last dragon or draw the last shop card, your game ends. You will finish your full turn. Your opponent may score shop cards and use a coin if they wish. So that's it. And then the other side shows you. So if I put a bread dragon down, I get to play another dragon. So that means I'm pulling another dragon from the bag. If I put the diamond dragon down, I get to pull 3 out of the bag and place one of them on the board, but I do not fire their ability. If you pull the meat, you can move one adjacent dragon to any space. So wherever you put your meat dragon tile down or token, you can move another one adjacent to that to any space. The anvil lets you move 2 adjacent dragons, 1 space each. The poison bottle lets swap any 2 dragons. The leaf lets you fire 1 adjacent dragon ability. And then you've got this, the coin lets you draw 2. That's it. The coin lets you draw 2 shop cards and discard 2 shop cards. So that's it. So really, really beautiful components. Very, very nicely done. I mean, this is a very deluxe game, and everything just sits in here super nice. And then you play it right here on the board. So I'll just kind of throw a couple out here. Just see, you'll start the game with like one dragon of each kind, like in a circle like this. So you'll have one of each one out there to start, and then everybody just starts pulling. And then so say I pull this, maybe I'm trying to get 2 meats and a leaf in order. So just by placing this right here, I've got meat, leaf. And then if I had that card in my hand, I lay it down and I get at the end of my turn to score it, and I get to draw. Now, your opponent, if they have this in theirs, they can use that as well, unless, of course, they, lay over it or something and mess it up. So, but you could be setting your opponents up for scoring or yourself. You never really know. All right, let me switch back cameras. All right, that is kind of a look at the component. I didn't see anything in this with like colorblind issues. There are, there's colors, but there's also like the little symbols and the dragons, and they all look different. So you can see there's a little potion bottle at the bottom of that. So that, you do have the symbols, so there shouldn't be any issues with color blindness. As for the artwork, if you've played Flamecraft or you're familiar with the artwork on that, it's done by Sandera Tang. same artist, same beautiful artwork. It looks amazing. Again, the goal of the game, like most games, is score the most points by completing your shop cards. Gameplay time, it is very accurate. You can play this, and you can play it in less than 30 minutes. It says 30 to 45 minutes. I haven't done the solo yet. Maybe the solo game's a little longer. Maybe that's where the 45 comes in. But I can't see a 2-player game taking more than 30 minutes. Some interesting information about this game. I mean, honestly, this game's designed to be taken around, taken travel with. It's almost like it's a little suitcase with this little latch on it. I don't know how well it'll hold up. This latch, doesn't take much to move it. It's fairly loose, but even if it opens, I don't think it's going to open up and spill everything out. It's a really nice, very well done little box. But yeah, it's meant to take around. All right, so let's talk about some pros. This game is absolutely quality. It is so well done. I mean, this is a deluxe edition. It says that on there. I don't know if there is even another version. I don't know if they're going to have a like a standard edition. I don't know. This was all that was available for when I crowdfunded this. So I don't know if there's going to have a different version coming to retail. I don't know that. This was not expensive, and I really think that this is probably what they'll stick with. So, but yeah, it's absolutely a beautiful. You saw the rule book. It's very colorful, very easy to read, and the components are super high quality. This game, again, does play quickly. It's easy for anyone to learn. And I think people who love, like, if you play on your phone all the time, like match 3 games or things like that, where you're matching up, three gems or something like that. I mean, that's what this essentially is. But you can also stack, and I think that's really cool. I think people that do enjoy those games are going to love that. And there's lots of options that will allow for multiple strategies and allow for some enjoyable replayability. And again, it's easy to travel with. Everything's right here. What's cool is if you're on an airplane, if you're on a flight, this is going to set up on your tray, and the board's right here. It's all contained in this box. So super easy to travel with. For cons, I did originally say none, other than it might be too light for some people. But I will give again, as I was going through doing my review here, I do remember that I'll give this the cons. The cards are very slippery. You don't have to hold them in your hand, but they tend to, like, because they're like PVC cards, they tend to like slide and can be a little tough to shuffle them because they want to go everywhere. There's that. And also the wooden card holders, which are beautiful, and I love that they're like etched in. They don't have a very big base, so they tend to flop over. I've had that happen a lot. They just bloop, all of a sudden they just fall over. So I kind of wish they had a little bit of a wider base so that they would stay. They're super light. I mean, there's not much to it. So they do fall over. It's not a con, it's a nitpick. All of this is like a nitpick, but this is an amazing package. This is an amazingly fun game. And I'm surprised how fun it is. Like, I thought it was going to just be this really cheesy. I mean, I like Flamecraft, but then when I saw this, I was like, I had to get it anyways because I really do enjoy Flamecraft. This surprisingly is a lot of fun, and it's set up in a matter of like a minute. You're open it up, grab your stuff, and you put a few things on the board. You're ready to go. All right, my final thoughts. I really do enjoy this game. It looks cute and fun, which it is, but hidden underneath the cuteness is a great little match 3 strategy game. Yes, there is some luck involved, and based on what you pull from the bag, but you get to choose where to place those pieces, and you can try to build up for a match or block your opponent from what you think that they might be trying to do. This game is quick, easy to learn, and a lot of fun to play. Don't miss out on this unique game in this very unique package. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. And hit that bell icon so you'll never miss when we're dropping new content. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you at the table.